Welcome to Australian 24 News. Some breaking news on the up-and-coming election in Bangladesh. First headlines, Bangladesh Awami League government has denied visas to a team of 32 American election observers. U.S. Congress has passed a resolution demanding democracy and fair election in Bangladesh. United Nations calls on stakeholders to ensure transparent Bangladesh polls. Both Facebook and Twitter shut down a number of Awami League-sponsored fake news sites ahead of the election. Now, in detail, Bangladesh Awami League government has denied visas to a team of 32 American election observers. The United States officially expressed their disappointment in this regard. On the 21st of December, in an official press statement, U.S. Department of State says that the United States is disappointed by the government of Bangladesh's inability to grant credentials and issue visas to the international election monitors from the Asian Network for Free Elections. The State Department added that the Asian Network for Free Elections was forced to cancel its observation mission for the December 30th election in Bangladesh. Earlier in December, the U.S. Congress passed a resolution demanding democracy and fair election in Bangladesh. In this resolution, considering U.S. economic and strategic interests in Bangladesh, the House of Representatives reaffirmed the commitment of the United States to promote free, fair, transparent, and credible elections in Bangladesh. The U.S. ambassador to Bangladesh has recently stated that his country will support a large group of international observers to travel and carry out their duties during the election time. However, it appears that Awami League government's intention is not to accept any authentic, credible, and renowned international observers. Instead, they are planning to hire some foreign individuals to act as the election observers in order to give some sort of legitimacy to this pre-decided stage election. Additionally, our reporting team has found that few selected individuals from the UK have already arrived in Bangladesh, and such an effort to hire more sponsored observers is going on in Australia and in Europe. Another report has recently revealed that the ruling party has been spreading false information regarding the observers from the European Union. On the 25th of November, some government-invited selected individuals from Europe visited Bangladesh and expressed their satisfaction about the up-and-coming election, which was then widely and falsely circulated by the Awami League government. The EU officially instantly published a statement on the 27th of November refuting the government's statement. The EU official strongly stated that the European Parliament will not observe this electoral process and consequently will comment neither on the electoral process nor on the results afterwards. In their statement, they also mentioned that no member of the European Parliament has been mandated to observe or comment on this electoral process on its behalf. So it appears that false propaganda became the last resort for the ruling party of Awami League to cling on to the power through a rigged election. Facebook shuts down a number of Awami League-sponsored fake news sites ahead of election. The news sites were all designed to look like authentic news pages, such as BBC. On the 20th of December, Facebook's head of cybersecurity policy, Nathaniel Gleicher, has confirmed that these fake but look-alike news outlets were involved in pro-government, anti-opposition propagandas. Twitter later said it had suspended 15 accounts originated from Bangladesh for engaging in coordinated manipulation. Based on Twitter's initial analysis, it appears that these accounts have ties to state-sponsored actors. The entire international community has taken some serious steps expressing their concerns on up-and-coming elections in Bangladesh. The United Nations calls on stakeholders to ensure transparent Bangladesh polls. Australia's Green Party expressed their concern about serious human rights violations in Bangladesh. In an interview with the Australian 24 News, the Australian Senator Janet Rice emphasized on the importance of free and fair elections in Bangladesh.
I think it's so important that the Bangladeshi government make sure that the elections are free and fair, that they need to stop any of the circumstances of the extrajudicial killings, the tortures, the disappearances. Clearly, if you're going to have a democracy, it's got to be a real democracy. And so as Greens, we're calling upon the Bangladeshi government to allow free and fair elections to make sure that they occur on the 30th of December.
Thank you so much.
Michael Kugelman, Deputy Director of the Asia Program and Senior South Asia Associate at the Wilson Center, William Millam, and Wilson Center Senior Scholar and former U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, also expressed their concerns on free and fair election in Bangladesh.
Because I think the United States feels very strongly that Bangladesh needs a free and fair election to really get into the countries that are going in the right direction. And I would think that it has positive implications that a free and fair election.
I think just exactly what the UN has been doing, and that's by issuing a number of statements calling for a free and fair election. That's another indication, I think, of how seriously the U.S. is taking this election.
With few days remaining for the election, Awami League government is using brutal force and opposition to indiscriminately and to implement a staged election. Human Rights Watch reported that the Awami League government is trying to create panic, crackdown, and repression. The interesting thing is the people of Bangladesh do not seem to be very scared of the government's recent brutality. Stay tuned for more information.